Welcome to another Packet Tracer video. This one is 5.5.5.2 using CDP as a network discovery tool. And so we were going to be examining some CDP show commands and then some CDP configuration commands. So the Cisco Discovery Protocol is CDP, and it's an OSI Layer 2 protocol that operates between Cisco devices like routers and switches. The CDP messages contain information about the device, such as device ID, platform, connected interface, Cisco IOS software version, and Layer 3 address. But because CDP operates at Layer 2, only directly connected devices exchange information. So we're going to start out by viewing the CDP configuration settings. So on router R1, we are going to issue a show CDP command. So you can see there they're sending the CDP packets every 60 seconds, hold time value of 180, and sending CDP version 2 advertisements is enabled. So then after that we will do a show CDP question mark to see what kind of commands we can do. So we are going to now show CDP interface. So the output shows the timer information from all the interfaces on the router. You can specify a particular interface to show timer information for that interface only. But this is just showing all of them, so if you put interface FA0/0, it'd show you this one. But they're all the same, 60 seconds, hold time is 180. Alright, so now we're going to view some CDP neighbor information. So our router builds a table of information about neighboring devices from CDP messages received from those devices. So on the router here, we're going to issue the show CDP neighbors command. Okay, so if we look at this, a single line of information is displayed for each device. We have S1, which is a switch, and router R2, which you can see here. Where are we here? S1 is the switch right here, and R2 is right here. So the ones that are, directly connected are the only ones that are its neighbors. With this one, so anything else, like router 3 over here, it can't see it because it's only the neighbors are the ones that it is actually plugged physically into directly. So now we're going to try to show CDP entry for R2. So this just gives you more detailed information that it has received from router 2, its neighbor. So this is some of the information that comes across: its IP address, the platform, 1841 router, tells you what serial port is open, gives it the hold time, and then gives you some information about the software iOS version down here. And let's try show CDP entry with an asterisk. And that is just, once you do that, it shows you all the detailed information about both. So we already had router 2, the last one, so this one prints out the information it's gathered from serial number 1, or switch 1, and router 2. So it just gives you all the detailed information on all your neighbors. And then if we do show CDP neighbors detail command, I spelled it wrong. And that does the exact same thing as the asterisk. CDP neighbors detail does the same thing as CDP entry with the asterisk. So that's just a little bit about the CDP neighbors, and now we are going to disable and enable CDP globally on a router. So on router 2, whoops. We're going to enter global configuration mode. So an enable conf t, and then we need to enter interface configuration mode for the serial port of 001, and we will do no CDP enable, and that disables CDP, and we'll exit. And shows CDP neighbors. So we just need to issue this command on router R2 and R3 until the entry for R3 times out of the CDP table on R2, and the entry for R2 times out of the CDP table on R3. Let's try this again. So let's try it on this one. So on R3, we should not be seeing R2. It should time out at some point. And I am just noticing the hold time as I'm on R3, the hold time on R2 is going down every time I'm doing it. So it is holding it, but it's running out, so they are timing out. It's just taking a while. It's down to 28 on the last one here. 20. So let's just wait on it for a little bit. Seven, 4, 2, 1, 0, and there you go. Now it's gone. Okay, so if we do the same thing here, there's no R3 anymore, just S2 and R1, and the hold time is running out on the other ones as well. So we're going to go ahead and enable CDP again onto the serial port. So get that all the way back in there. Interface S001, I believe, was the serial port we used. CDP enable. And just for fun, let's show our CDP neighbors. Imagine it takes a while to get those back on. Is usually the case with Packet Tracer. Sometimes you click these things and it will show up for you. Let's see if that worked for us. It did. So on R2, I am doing a show neighbors, and R3 is back in there. So it's now receiving information from all of its neighbors. So there you go, that should be it. You can always check our work. We're at 100%. Everything's back in the neighbors table, looks good. So that's going to be it for this activity. Thank you very much.